Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report. While Bo takes a nappy, we're going to start. I know everybody's wondering about the NFL schedule, but I'm going to start with the mental health and maybe give a little different aspect, especially since the Royals aren't playing well. And I just thought maybe it would be nice to do Schizoaffective first and do sports last. We have talked about Schizoaffective on this show before. Obviously, sleep is one of those symptoms. One of those symptoms of schizophrenia can be sleep disruptance. So getting in a good night's sleep is important. For instance, when I was in Atlanta, one of the early signs of schizoaffective, which is called
circadian rhythm.
Circadian rhythm is disruption in sleep. This often comes before delusions and hallucinations or other more noticeable symptoms. For me, kind of comes when it all happens. I guess that's what it means before, but a study in 2022 suggests that indicating that 33 to 80% of people with schizoaffective have sleep disruptance or schizophrenia. This condition may make it difficult to sleep. Your body and your brain doesn't turn off or doesn't function as well as healthy as well as you would like it to. Difficulty concentrating, i.e. me, ADD, goes off the walls, talk about different subjects. It is especially prevalent at night. Hallucinations, delusions, weight gain. Yes, weight gain can be very prevalent. I'm doing much better now with my weight, but at one time it wasn't very good, and it's very easy to lose track of, and that's when you can get yourself in trouble. But I've dropped almost 30 pounds, 28 to be exact, and probably even more over those periods of year, but since 2024 I've dropped about 28 pounds. And I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Difficulty concentrating, expressing your thoughts, i.e. intrusive thinking which is intrusive thinking is obsessive over something. Delusions, anger, sadness, other emotions that don't fit the situation which is expressed. I kind of started to give my inversion, but I remember when I started having schizoaffective and started having symptoms, I would look at the time, and let's just say 11 is where I normally went to bed. It would end up being 2 or 3, and then later months it would turn into being up all night, eventually being up for not getting much sleep for 6 weeks, eventually going to a 2 to 9, get up at 2, go to bed at 2, get up at 9, kind of a bad schedule. But what do I do to keep myself on those routines and make sure I don't have those symptoms? Take meds, make sure I worked out that day, did something physical, something help, anything simple as like a walk, get out. Sleepy time tea can help. Use the Calm app, which is a meditation. If you're not getting good sleep, take naps. So those are some things you can do when you have schizoaffective. And here's the video to kind of finish it off for the day on schizoaffective. That is Sam on Sports on Mental Health.
Schizophrenia is a severe mental health condition that can have serious effects on a person's physical and mental well-being. People with schizophrenia are disconnected from reality. They may experience hallucinations and delusions that cause enormous struggles in their day-to-day lives. People move through 3 stages of schizophrenia. Symptoms build up, worsen, and improve, and then the cycle can start all over again. Let's take a look at each of the 3 phases and how they affect someone living with schizophrenia. Phase 1, onset. Early signs of schizophrenia may look like other mental health conditions. They include feeling afraid, suspicious, or paranoid, withdrawing from family and friends, trouble focusing, or loss of motivation. Phase 2, active. Soon, schizophrenia takes full effect. In the second phase, known as the active phase, the person loses contact with reality. They may have delusions and believe things that aren't true. Some people have hallucinations, seeing or hearing things that aren't there. When they speak, their sentences may be jumbled or incoherent. They may have a lack of emotion or expression when they speak, and they may move erratically or not move at all. Antipsychotic medications often improve these symptoms. Phase 3, residual. In the third stage of schizophrenia, they may seem recovered or improved. Their symptoms lessen, but they may still hold on to odd beliefs or show little enjoyment or pleasure. Without consistent treatment,
The NFL schedule came out for the Kansas City Chiefs. And we said it yesterday or on Wednesday's show, but we'll say it again. Week 1, the Chiefs opening up against Denver. This could be a pivotal game, an important game. It might be one of the most important games of the Chiefs started in a long time. I know it's sometimes hard to get started off with a bang, but it's something you need to do to make a statement against the Chiefs are back. Bo Nix will be back for the Broncos, and Patrick Mahomes will hopefully be back for the Kansas City Chiefs to start the season. This year, this game will be a critical game. Week 2 will be against the Indianapolis Colts. Chiefs play the Colts. They had one hell of a start, but ended up falling apart last year as they surprised many to start and kind of fell apart. Chiefs go to Miami, who has struggled the last few seasons and don't really have a quarterback. Malik Willis will be trying to show if he can be an adequate starter for the Dolphins this year. Week 4, then they go to the Raiders. They got to win that game. Week 5, then they go to bye, a very early bye this year. Chiefs go to Los Angeles, where Patrick Mahomes got hurt last year, so he hopes for revenge in that game. Week 7, Chiefs go to Seahawks. This game will be hard on the road and champions. Week 8, the Chiefs go to Denver. That will be hard. And really, if the Chiefs could get that number 1 game, be looking for a sweep. That would be a big one for the Chiefs. Chiefs host the Jets. This is a no-excuse game to lose. The Falcons and the Cardinals game you can't lose, obviously. Then the Chiefs play the Bills. And the Chiefs go to Los Angeles, which will be a tough game for sure, playing against their 2 former cornerbacks, Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson. Week 14, the Chiefs play the Bengals, which if they're healthy, they're tough to play. The Chiefs play at home against the Patriots, Super Bowl champion, AFC championship team. That'll be a game. The Chiefs will be a tough one, but you feel like they should win at home. Chiefs host the 49ers. That'll be a good one. Chiefs play the Chargers, which will be an important game in LA. Chiefs will host the Raiders to finish it out. The Chiefs do have 9 home games. The Chiefs do have 9 road games. That's a tough one, but have an easier schedule and have an early bye. The Royals. Now we move on to baseball. The Royals haven't hit it out of their skid and keep falling back, and now are back of the 500 mark again, which the Royals should have at least took 1 against Chicago, losing 2 games at 6-5. Now they got to play the surprising Cardinals, who are 25-18. They won 2 this week. Cardinals will face Michael Wacha. He pitched for the Royals. He'll pitch against the Cardinals. His former team, Dustin May, will go for the Cardinals. Game time, 7:15. The White Sox, who are playing some better ball, will play the Cubs, who've kind of fallen back on their not as good start, as they won 10 games in a row at one time this year, but have now kind of lost it and lost the finale yesterday. They won the finale yesterday 2-0. The Cubs tried to make it 2 in a row. The Sox tried to make it 4 in a row. White Sox and Cubs, 6:40 tonight. Pitchers in the game for tonight at 6:40. Edwin Cabrera will start for the Cubs and Sean Baker Brook will go for the White Sox. Again, game time. 6:40 from the White Sox ballpark in Chicago. Cubs and White Sox. Now we move on to the NBA playoffs. In the NBA playoffs, two teams have a chance to take the series. Tonight, the first shot will be the Cavaliers versus the Pistons. The Cavaliers have a chance to take the series and pull the upset of what would have been the upset to start the series. Now the Cavs are favored. Players to watch out for: Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley for the Cavaliers. Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duran for the Pistons. Tip is at 6. Cleveland is favored to take the series in the upset, which would have been an upset to start the series. That game tips at 6. The Pistons are on brinks of elimination, and the number 1 seed is on brinks of elimination. The Spurs and Timberwolves, it's one where I thought the series would go 5. Now the Spurs have a chance to take it. It would be surprised me if it goes 7. Victor Wembanyama is a player to watch out for. De'Aaron Fox is also a player to watch out for the Spurs. Minnesota players to watch out for: Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert. That tips at 8:30. The Montreal Canadiens took their game 6-3 with a win and lead the series 3-2. The Golden Knights advanced to the conference finals with a win 5-1. The Knights won the Stanley Cup in 2023 and play the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup. In the conference finals, the Knights play the Avalanche. The Knights won the Stanley Cup in 2023. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.